Good afternoon, everyone. Today, we are glad to have Puan ROTASYA with us for this interview session. Puan ROTASYA is an experienced professional who has made significant contribution in her field. We are grateful for the opportunity to learn from her experience, insight, and professional journey. She is currently the Regional Director of ASNB for the Northern Region, overseeing operations and business development in Malaysia's unit trust and investment management industry. Thank you, Puan ROTASYA, for taking the time to join us today. We look forward to hearing your valuable perspective and advice. Let's begin our interview.
Thank you, ALLISYA, for the introduction, and thanks to Puan ROTASYA also for sharing your time with us today. To begin our discussion, what inspired Puan ROTASYA to pursue a leadership role in this industry?
Okay, hi, Assalamualaikum and good afternoon to everyone. I introduce myself first. My name is ROTASYA binti HARON. I'm the Regional Director for Northern Regions. I will take care of 5 branches in Northern Regions, and I have 364 agents banks under my supervision. Come back to your questions, right? It's very excited when share with everybody. It's all the youngest people. You are leadership. You are leader in the future. Okay, just now is what's the name? RAFIQ, MUHAMAD RAFIQ bin AMIR. Thank you very much, ALLISYA, QISTINA binti NIZAM, and also MUHAMAD RAFIQ bin Muhammad AMIR. Okay, when you ask what my inspired to pursue leadership and role in this industry, the first one is like more to that. I just use a layman language. My leadership was inspired by passion of the helping people improve in their financial, in being achieve their goals. For example, when come to the leadership roles, of course, it's not only whole the leadership. The most important to helping people improve in terms of financial well-being, achieve their financial goals. And throughout my career in financial industry for more than 20 years, right? I realized that knowledge is not only achieving the goals. For example, for your info, all my youngest, all my in future leader, I will call you a future leader, right? In any organization, we have a business target. For example, I need to have a 500 million per year, per month. This is a business target. Another part, we also have a leader. We must talk about the influencing, how to guiding people, developing others to reach the full potential. They're the most important of leadership. They're the most important is what? The success of the people we lead. That's my future leadership, the role of the industry. Okay, thanks for the first questions. Okay.
Thank you for sharing that experience, Puan ROTASYA. It's so inspiring to hear how your journey started your leadership path. Now, I would like to pass the session to AZAN for the next question. Thank you, Rafiq. Puan ROTASYA, based on your experience as a leader, what leadership qualities do you think are the most important for achieving success in this industry?
Okay, thanks, Azan. When talk about leadership qualities, that's very important when to be a leader. The first one is integrity. What is meant by integrity? The first one is a leader must be very honest and uphold a strong ethical value. Then, when we have this type of integrity, the people will follow. Then they will can trust us. The most important. The second one is empathy. To be a leader, sometimes we need an empathy. Empathy, what is this empathy? It's understanding the needs, challenges, and the appreciation of the team members. Why need to do that? Because to build a stronger relationship and a positive work environment. That's the most important. When to leader, sometimes we need to understand people. The most important. It's not only like paksa doang tak. You need to understand what are behind. We always come to discussion. That's important. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Adam. Okay. Next one.
That's a great insight. Those qualities are certainly valuable for anyone aspiring to become an effective leader. Next, I would like to invite SOFEA to continue with the next question. Thank you.
Alright. Thank you, Azan. Puan ROTASYA, throughout your professional experience, what has been the most memorable or challenging moment in your career, and what did you learn from it?
Okay, hi Sophia, JUWITA binti Muhammad SAFRI. When you ask Sophia regarding the professional experience has been most memorable and challenging moment in the career. Most challenging experience in the career was leading through all the periods demanding the business target and the changes of market condition. As mentioned just now, when you work in any environment financial institution, for example, bank, they have own target. work in ASNB, their own target, in the PMB, their own target. That also is a very, very important to make sure they have a target. Target, that means the people, the management give you a target, how you to manage to achieve a target. Then the challenging one, how to make sure together with the changing market condition. For example, all right, we need to make sure that everyone understand what ASB, everyone to understand what is saving. Then make sure that with the current condition, sometimes the people really don't understand what is saving. There's a changing part. There were times when a chief organization required not only strong planning, but also maintaining the team motivation and morale. That means must come together, everyone, to make sure that everyone come together with us to achieve the target. As regional director, I've learned every challenges in present opportunity to grow. How we find a solution, how we find a strategy, how we to find the action plan. And I always focus on strengthening the teamwork, improving the communication, and ensuring everyone understands our collective goals. That's the most important. And the one of the most valuable lesson I learned is success is never achieved alone. It's more than 20 years. Okay, thank you, Sophia.
Okay, thank you for sharing that meaningful experience. The lesson you learned from that challenge is definitely something we can all learn from.
Yeah.
I will now pass the session to SHAHROL.
Thank you, Sophia. Financial literacy has become increasingly important, especially among young people today. In your opinion, what are some common financial mistakes made by youth, and how can they avoid them?
Okay, thank you, SHAHROL. That's a very, very interesting topic. Why it's very interesting topic is a very, very good for all of you. Okay, I'm very shared all the youngest people. Also, of course, my kids, yeah. Okay, when talk about financial literacy, a lot of things, you need to take note on this. Financial is one of the most important skill. Yet, many young people begin with a career without really understanding about the personal finance. Right? Why I say that? So common financial mistake include the first one will be the living beyond their means. Alright? Many young adult based on lifestyle expectation. Tapi another one is income tak ada. Suka guna handphone mahal tapi duit tak ada. Ya? Macam tu. Ya? Dia macam living beyond the means. Mak still bagi duit lagi, ya, tapi nak guna mahal. There's something that, ya, kita parents bagi duit lagi tapi kita over expectation. Jadi kita fikir, perlu atau tak perlu. There's a living beyond their means. Okay? How to avoid? Create a budget for things that needs what over needs. Spend less. Yeah? Okay. Second one, not saving earlier. Maksud, many believe that nama is okay, no need to saving. It's still young, what? I share the experience. I work in when I study in university, right? I have on that time I don't have so much money. Like nowadays, people a lot of money, right? No, don't have any money, but put aside the money. Then after graduated, that money can just untuk permulaan untuk bekerja. Yeah.
Thank you for the valuable advice. I believe many students and young adults can benefit from being more aware of their financial habits. Next, I would like to invite ALLISYA for the following question.
Thank you, SHAHROL. As someone with extensive experience in this field, what skills do you think are most valuable for young professionals who are planning to enter the financial and investment industry?
Okay, thank you, ALLISYA QISTINA binti AZAN NIZAM. Okay. When you talk about valuable young professional, that's a very, very important for you all to developing both technical and finance, both skill, both technical and soft skill. This is very important. What's that? The most important is communication skill. When you have this session, it's very important when you talk, how you talk, the way how you brave to ask people. That's the most important, the communication skill. What is communication skill looks like? Is ability to communicate effectively with the colleagues, among the colleagues, customer, and stakeholders is crucial. For example, when out after diploma, you continue for the study on in terms of the degree. Then you learn how to communicate with people in terms of engagement. When come to the intern period, you learn sort of communication skill. Okay, I have a lot of UiTM people here. Then I always ask them to communicate, public talk in front of me. That's the most important. Yeah. Second one is financial literacy. You must have knowledge about financial literacy. First one is understanding the financial concept. Financial concept in terms of investment product, in terms of the economic trends, and provide a strong foundation. You want to join PNB, also the same thing. You want to join bank, also the same thing. The most strong financial literacy is most important. Okay. Thank you very much, Alicia.
That's very helpful to know. Developing those skills will certainly help young professionals prepare themselves for future career opportunities. I would now like to pass the session to Mel for our final question.
Thank you, Alisha. For our final question, what advice would Puan Rotasya give to university students who are currently preparing for their future careers?
Okay, very good advice. That's a very building knowledge, skills, and also character. That's the most important. You focus on building your knowledge, and your skills, and also the character. Academic achievement, the most important. As a student, of course, you need to achieve, right? You need to learn all out for the student. Of course. You're a student, what? You're not working. You're not going fun works. School and study. Yeah, not sort of study. But employers also will see your value attitude. For example, I tell you that very honest as is achievement, of course, the most important. Second, employer, we look at a value attitude, integrity, and ability to work well with others. That's the most important. When you come interview, like so selfish, the first one I put remark 0. We can see the people, when the people interview, I the one at the panel, I will say that, okay, I can do this, I'll put 0 remarks. If the people can say, Puan, actually, we do this, we come together with it, that's I put full remarks. This attitude character. Even all the pointer will be 4.3.9, because want to join PMB, of course, must be 3.6 above, right? The most important is the knowledge, skills, and character. One achievement, another one is the employer. I just talked about employer because an employer, the value of attitude, integrity, ability to work with others. Yeah. Second one, seek opportunities beyond the classroom. For example, leadership program. Join the leadership program. The experience can help you develop the confidence with the practical skills. Then third one, never stop learning. The workplace is constantly evolving with the continuous self-improvement is initial. Yeah, that means never stop. Just learning. Even the low people kan orang bawah mana-mana pun, because everyone of a strength. Jangan ingat kita saja ada strength, no. Everyone has strength. For example, I'm also as a boss, I also learn from the clerk. Sometimes I don't know. I need to task. Macam mana nak buat? Boleh buat? Learning from the people. Sometimes I don't know about the system. Most important, believe in yourself and remain resilient. Every successful career journey, that means every they have a challenges, and of course setback. View all of them in opportunity. For me, it's always think positive for people. For me, I have a lot of 100 staff. I always think of them very positive. Then success is not determined where you start, but why your willingness to keep moving forward. Only that from me. There's a 6 question that you ask me. Then I'll give a one to easier to understand. Together your part as a youngest, part as student, also as a kids, anak-anak kepada ibu bapa masing-masing.
Thank you very much, Puan Rotasya, for sharing your valuable advice and experience with us. We truly appreciate the insight you have given throughout this session.
Let's conclude our interview today. On behalf of our group, I would like to express our sincere appreciation to Puan Rotasya for sharing her experience, knowledge, and valuable insight with us today. Your advice and professional journey have been truly inspiring and informative. Thank you everyone for your attention and have a great day.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you